me. She's like, oh, if you don't do this, I'm going to take your toes away and you can't.
Hi, this is Karen Walrond with chookooloonks. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about discipline. I've actually had a girlfriend of mine actually sat with me once at dinner. We were out at a restaurant and Alex was with us. And my girlfriend said, you know, you're really tough on her. And I looked at her and I went, yes, and she's a pleasure to be around, isn't she? I am tough. I have to admit that I'm very, very tough on my daughter.
I have the same rules for my girls that my grandparents had for me growing up to a certain extent. I don't think that I'm hard on them, even though I do feel like I am sometimes. I just have very little tolerance for certain things. Things like lying. You can't do that in my house.
We were big on the naughty corner for a long time, and then you know, she's 6 now, and so we don't do that as much anymore. We do the whole counting thing, you know, where you count to 3 or else it's big bad trouble. I have a friend that counts down, so she goes 3, 2, 1. But that really works for us.
I do the counting, and I find that works really well. I don't do a naughty spot or a timeout because I used to, but it wasn't really working for me. And I took a parenting seminar where the woman said, who was running it, that it didn't really work for her either. And one of the things she found instead of it that worked better was a revoking of things.
I'm a big fan of the counting, and I use it. I still use it. I use it a lot, and it's become so effective that in most cases, all I have to do is hold up a finger. And even if some of the adults are watching, they stop what they're doing. Like, is she gonna come and smack me? If she gets to 3, like, I'm curious. But most of the time, all I have to do is just hold up a finger, and my kids know that means there's 2 steps left until it's possibly Armageddon. But it doesn't work in my experience, it doesn't work unless you put that together with following through on consequences.
I am a master of staring daggers and the mommy voice. It's like, I have that thing where, say with my oldest, I normally call her Bella, but if she's doing something that she shouldn't be doing, it's, you know, Isabella, say the full name, and she's like, let me stop.
One of the things that I've always maintained is the key to good discipline is your kid needs to think you're just a little bit crazy, right? That this could be the thing that sends mom over the edge. And my best example of that was once she was making me crazy and I threatened to take all of her toys away in her room. And which sounded like an empty threat, I guess, because she did it again, and I went, without even saying a word, I just went into her room and I literally cleaned out her room, took every toy out of it, and put it in my office and locked the door.
My son, he really likes his Nintendo DS, and he really likes the Wii and all of that stuff, and it's a privilege, it's a perk for him. That's his currency. If you take that away, you can buy and sell that child with video games. Don't take that away. It's rationed as it is. Don't take away his rations. Find their currency and you own them.
Part of what I learned is that if we negotiate, I'm not only going to get better behavior, that's what I want, I'm also trying to help her develop her brain, because I don't want her just to be a good, polite kid because I told her to. I want her to think through stuff. So I use, like when she wants junk food as opposed to something else, I might say, what's another choice we could make?
But I'd love to hear yours, like if you have any tricks on discipline. I have a friend who actually makes her kids write lines. I will not steal money out of mom's purse again or whatever, I don't know. And I love that idea. I've heard some really great ones, so I'd love to hear it. And for those of you who have older kids, I'd really love to hear what you do, because I'm guessing when my kid's 15 years old, sending her to the naughty corner is probably not going to be very effective. So any tips you've got, I will greatly accept.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.